Hi, the very simple electronic project channel is here. What we do need for simple projects? The answer is tools, preferably simple tools. If you repairing or building something, you cannot rely on the visual check because most of the time everything is looking good. All the wires and components are connected by the book, but the device doesn't work as expected if it works at all. At that point we grab the multimeter, and with that we can have a couple tactics. One is power on the device and makes voltage measurements. Another option is testing of continuity when power is off, basically testing the wires and some components. Are they open or short? This is less dangerous and sometimes more convenient, for example, if you're checking your generator power bike lights. Almost every digital multimeter has continuity test option with sound. If there is connection, you can hear it. You don't have to check the display if the resistance is below a certain level. On the display you can see the forward voltage drop of a diode or whatever. Usually in millivolts only, so this feature limits us to less than 2 volts forward voltage check. This Maxwell has 3 volt battery supply, and with this I cannot check even a red LED because of testing voltage around only volt and a half. This old matrix is far better. Can put a little light even on a white LED, but there is nothing on display. Can we do better? Yes, we can. And we can do this with relative ease. I am not talking about buying multimeter with more advanced features here. This is the do-it-yourself solution. And here is another hand cream project of mine. Let's see what is inside. Inside these 3 AAA batteries, because I had that battery holder that's fit in, working fine either with 4.5 or 6 volt without this screw of course, or 9 or even 12 volts, because this Murata piezo buzzer PKB 9-2A0 works up to 20 volts according to the sellers. This little PCB inside it makes our life much easier because this makes the sound for us. There are kind of more mechanical buzzers like this, rated 12 volts direct current. Auto makes a good buzz only 4.5 volt, as you can hear. And this is inside. Also a tiny PCB, but instead of piezo disc it is a coil. This also can do the trick, but with a reduced range of usability. By the way, the mechanical buzzer is much older invention than the light bulb is. I don't have any, so I made one from a 12 volt relay. The relay basically switches itself on and off, and here is the buzz. Most of the car horns are also just a big mechanical buzzers. If you have a fully mechanical buzzer, don't use with electronics, can cause problems. In most cases, in electronics, they use passive buzzers like this piezo or this. Basically, this is a tiny speaker. There's some circuit outside generates the sound effect because of this PCB inside the active buzzer. We don't need to build a drive circuit like this. I found this on flea market. This was a continuity tester built in a nice little box. Unlike my solution, use 555 chip on 9-volt battery. Probably this is very old. This PCB is hand drawn. I did similar things when I was a kid. At first I thought this is dead. Probably used on a power device that killed the 555 integrated circuits, and then I found bad solder joints. How can we use this? Just plug in probes into sockets. Doesn't matter if you have low quality ones, and you can start testing. If you want to know the forward voltage drop, there is 2mm sockets for a multimeter. Just plug in a multimeter, set the voltage ring and go on. With the open circuit you can see the battery voltage minus around half volt. That was the advantages. What are the disadvantages? First, the Metex is making the sound under 30 ohm resistance. This one buzz all the time if there is any contact. Let's find out more about this. Five. 150. 1000 ohms, and there is not much difference. And at 100,000 ohms there is still audible sound. If you want to know if there is resistance low or not, you must have connected the multimeter, and the reading must be under 100 millivolts or so. Another advantage of a multimeter or this tester that they have constant current source around 1 milliamp. Here the current depends on load. Here is the maximum. Near 4 milliamps. And the forward voltage on a diode is bigger. The current is smaller. Also current is depending heavily on the power source. This ugly thing I made more than a decade ago in some hurry, but occasionally I still using it. After that I made the smaller one, but here is not piezo buzzer, so this tester behaves differently, not working well with one cell. This is a needle here with that you can punch through a soft insulation. I almost forgot the schematic. Nothing without a schematic. So, plus lead from battery connected on a plus on the buzzer. The minus lead from battery is connected to the black banana sockets if you have ones. Minus from the buzzer goes to the red sockets, and that is all. Thanks for watching. See you soon.